The following summer at Gettysburg, 37 pictures taken there, okay, more than anywhere else. The following spring, you have 7 more taken at Fredericksburg, people being buried. You have 6 more at Spotsylvania, and then you have 23 at Petersburg. That's it. Okay, so their first 20 are taken here, and those 20 are all taken in 3D, in stereo. This is no gimmick. Civil War photos, most of them, probably 80% of them, were not only taken with a stereoscopic camera, but were specifically taken thinking that they would be viewed that way. This is why they're taken low to the ground. This is why there's somebody often standing in the foreground. This is why in the picture that Cobra's going to hold up again, there are soldiers spaced in the foreground and then going back, and it looks more incredible in 3D. If you get this opportunity, do so. You can look at them for free and get free glasses at Civil War Trust, civilwar.org, or at civilwarphotography.org. Okay, so you can just go and check them out. They're free. You can also take 3D pictures on these battlefields all you want with whatever camera you have. Just take a picture like that, move an eye width over and take another one, and then there are programs that can turn those into 3D for you. It's not a gimmick, okay? So, the other thing photographers did is not only using 3D cameras, but they're going to show up at these places, and when you had to go to a strange place, pour your chemicals, flow your plates, pasture your horses and everything, you didn't do all that to just take one photo. They would group them, and in this case, they did it almost in every direction. He took one there, he took 2 there, and he took 1 here, all up in this direction, and you know these pictures. This one is only 99% confirmed, but I believe that it was taken here from right down in that field, looking off towards South Mountain. The mist doesn't allow you to see it, but it's a very famous picture called Dead of the Irish Brigade. It is the only photo showing Federal troops dead on this particular battlefield. And it's taken, if you see kind of like there's a bowl in the foreground, in the middle ground, that's that bowl right there. You can actually see corn right here at the beginning of the bowl, and it still grows there today. And you can actually see, if you go out there close enough, that corn doesn't grow right where the break in the fence is there. There was a natural sort of a washout that's still there, and there's a little gap in the corn here even. It's pretty cool stuff. So Gardner took this one photo. It's called Dead of the Irish Brigade, but we know that the Irish Brigade attacked the sunken lane much further over. But again, Gardner was here within 2 days of the battle. Who is his battlefield guide? For the battlefield guides here today, how long did you study for your test? Okay, there was nobody here who knew, other than the most general things of the battle. So just that he knew that these were Union soldiers and that they took place in the attack is pretty good. There's going to be a book coming out documenting this discovery. Now, looking off in that direction toward those cannons, another famous picture, lined up for burial, an incredible picture in 3D where the soldiers really are splayed out. There's a lot of soldiers in this picture. This is one that was reproduced as a woodcut or an engraving in newspapers after the battle. They could not print half-tone photos in newspapers or magazines back then, so they would have to convert them into engravings or woodcuts in order to be able to have the public see them. This is one of them, and these things were very accurate. You can line them up and do then and now with that alone and have a really cool experience. Now, one of the sadder pictures here at Gettysburg is going to be this undoubtedly very young soldier in a ditch that you can see right here. Now, if any of you have sharp eyes, and Fresnito luckily did, he was able to look at the very top of it and see just some sort of colors up there. Well, he determined that those light and dark shades at the very top of that photo is in fact the dead lined up for burial I showed you in the last photo. Undoubtedly, and you can see them under magnification, that this little group up here is a line of dead bodies, and their light and dark contrasts match those of that other shot. So he's able to establish this location as well down in this pasture, looking at this focusing on the sole soldier, and establishing the location that way. So, I would say that when we go out here, learn